Hi, Cindy Cross here, and I'm at Wagner's Rose Nursery in Kalangadoo in the southeast. And the aim of this video is to guide you through how to make a lovely classic bunch of flowers. Now, obviously, this is beautiful enough in itself, but just in case you don't have however many thousands of roses around in the paddock here, this is a guide. If you've got some roses at home and you've got some foliage at home, then you've got the makings of a beautiful bunch of flowers, whether it's to give as a gift or a gift to yourself. So I'm going to talk about the 3 F's of floral arrangement. Now, don't get too excited, they're not swear words, but the 3 F's are foliage, it is the fillers, and it is the focal. And if you put them together, from foliage to filler and then lastly the focal, you end up with this amazing bunch of flowers. So here I've just got some gum tree leaves from the garden this morning that I picked. Smelling beautiful. They're a bit eaten, it doesn't really matter. And we've also picked some other things around here. So we've got some peppercorn tree foliage. We've got asparagus from the vegetable garden. I've got some golden robinia here. And we've got lots of things we can use. Oh, some wattle foliage. This is going to be gorgeous. Obviously these aren't going in one bunch. We're going to show you a few different bunches today. But just to start, let's just have a look at this foliage. Here we go. Now I've just got them here in their stems. Now to get a good bunch of flowers we need to crisscross. We need to make like a teepee or a pyramid. So I'm just going to pop them in there. So you keep your hand pretty loose and you crisscross them over so that the stalks, when you pull them up, make a teepee. Okay, and then you hold it in your hand quite loosely, because now we're going to thread in the next things. Now I don't even know, there's so many choices here of roses to choose from. I don't even know yet what's going to happen. So we'll join this journey together. As far as filler goes, I do love a good white filler. Now this could be many things in your garden. I just happen to have this potato vine growing on the fence, which is now trimmed. Awesome. So what I'm doing is just threading it in like I did the other foliage. So this is the filler stage. This is how easy it is to do this. Now you might have thryptomene, you might have tea tree, you might have statice, you might have, gosh, anything. Oh, Queen Anne's lace is beautiful for this job. And you can see under my hand there that this little pyramid is continuing. So I'm sliding things in from the left, from the right, from the side. And when you sort of pull it up together to check, you can see that from every aspect there is something beautiful going on. So that's actually going to be enough for now. So I'm just getting this framework in. Because these stems are crisscrossed, the framework supports the focal, which is what this is all about really. It's going to support it in its position and not just end up in one spot. So let's just hold this bunch over this gorgeous selection and see where I should go. I could definitely do the cordonige there. That's absolutely stunning. These are humongous. Really depends on the style, and that we should probably talk about that as well. We were having a discussion earlier, and for us there's 2 kinds of main bouquets you could do. Vibrant, which is where you do as many bold opposing colors as possible and it really gives you a bright and vibrant bunch of flowers, or you can do harmonious, which means choosing the mauves and pinks and things that match, like this little collection here. It looks stunning together. So I've got something in mind for these bold ones for later on. So I think I'm going to go, I just can't go past this cordonige. It is just the most stunning rose. Look at the size of it. Now here's the part that you don't want to do the wrong way around. So if I started with the focal and you've got something that could snap here, and imagine if you were swapping this and it was a tulip or a lily as well. This is the part why you leave it to the end, because the less work you're going to do around this actual focal flower, the better. So I've just threaded that in. I don't know if you saw that. It's so natural, sorry, I just do it so quickly. And you can see that that stem is coming out on that angle. So we don't want everything coming in from the top. And then I hold on to it. Also, I've placed it on the outer edge of this foliage here. So I'm going to actually put in roses all the way around this perimeter. Now I'm going to grab another big look at this. Absolutely stunning. And it's thornless. I'm loving that right now, I have to say. So now we came in from one way, we're now going in another way. And it holds its place. Okay. Awesome. And the opposite direction. And I'll just keep doing this until, because I've got a huge bucket of them. There's another weird rule. Well, it's not really a rule, it's just a guideline. I don't really like rules much, but you tend to have odd numbers of focal flowers. For some reason, 2 roses in the middle doesn't look as good as 3. And you can see I've got this side well covered, but it's a gap here, so I don't just bring the rose up here, I've got to thread it in. But my hand's really loosely holding it, so by doing so, look at that's coming along, so good. If anyone feels like giving me a bunch of these, I'll be really happy. But I fear I will just have to make it for myself. And so you could keep going. If you have lots and you want to keep going and make a bigger bunch, you just keep going around and around. I mean, this is a bridal bouquet. Absolutely could be. Now you can just adjust, because your left hand, the hand that's holding the bunch, is loose. You just hold it loose so that you can thread things in and out. I'm just going to keep going with it because I've still got some more in the bucket. And what I can do is when I get to the edge, I can add a bit more of that foliage and a bit more of that filler just to... Oh, hello beautifulness. Oh, I'd like one just there. Look at that. Now, add some more foliage here. So this is just 3 things so far. And I just side swipe and side swipe in. And if you look at my stems, this is the good telltale part. Right, we've got a crisscross of stems here. I'll just de-thread some of that foliage. And that's how you know it's going to hold together really well as a bunch. This. If you see any bits missing in the middle, you can thread it in, because your hand is, believe me, it's not heavy. You're holding it loosely, it's not hurting, and you can just thread it in. Very rustic, very gorgeous. And if you find things have clumped a bit too close together, you can just gently manipulate them out. Push it down further, pull it up further. Now that's just one rose, some gum leaves and some potato vine flower. And if you went and bought that from the florist, well, it depends, if you said it was a wedding bouquet, it would be a lot more expensive, but if you went to buy this bunch of flowers, it would be, how much do you think? Like $80 or more? And yet you could just do this from your garden. But the next thing I want to show you is how to wrap it and present it as a gift. And that's also easy, and I can't wait to see you in that bit. So now we've made our bunch. Now these stems are all different lengths, so I'm actually going to cut them all to the shortest length, which is this one here. So all of them get cut. You can cut at an angle, that helps. It just gives you more surface area, but it sounds good. It works either way. So I've cut the stems the same length. Next, I'm going to tie them up. So I'll just put them down here. And because of the support system, by crossing them over, I've got a chance to come in here and do a knot easily enough. So that's not going anywhere now. So now our bunch is ready to be wrapped. Now it could be cello paper, it could be newspaper. I just happen to have this at home and I think it looks nice and rustic. So I've cut this rectangle piece off the big roll, and all you do is we want to make 2 points. So it's just a matter of folding it up to two matching points here. See that point there and that point there. Then we fold this bit into a straight line. Next, we come along and see where we've tied the bunch together. We're going to place it there. We're going to flick up gently anything that wants to head down, and now we're going to fold it up. One fold. Now this side, we're going to do this again in a minute, so this side it won't matter if it's a bit messy because it still has another layer to go. We want to kind of get this bit all nice and tightly joined in from this here. Sticky tape. There we go. Now for this bit, we want to wrap the sticky tape on itself. Just a little loop-de-loop around. A little bit there and a little bit there. That in itself is stunning, but we're going to do it again just to give it that extra bit of oomph because it deserves it. Second sheet of rectangle. And we're going to fold up to make 2 points. So we've got 2 points up here. Oh, look at my nice cutting. Here we go. Bring it up and bring it up. Now you can scrunch this in a bit because we need it to join at that curve. Okay. Let's wrap it around. We are nearly there, but how pretty is that looking right now? Very Australian with the gum tree foliage in there. So next we're going to rapier it, because this is the front. So we get a few bits of rapier. This could be jute twine, this could be ribbon, this could be torn up. I've seen this done with torn up, you know, the rustic shirts. I'll edit this bit out until I figure out what it is we call them. What do you call them? The lumberjack shirts? You can talk, I'll edit this out. This is, you know, the men's work shirts. Flannelette shirt. I've also seen this done with flannelette shirt torn into strips, and it looks gorgeous as well. Just a simple bow. I don't know about you, but I would love to get a bunch of these.